Welcome everyone. I'll just move the microphone. Be a little loud for a second. Whoops. Welcome and thank you for joining us. I'll try not to trip over a cat. It's lovely to see you for another Joe Lok Style Tai Chi and Qigong session. And let's begin with right hand in fist and left hand straight. Pull back that thumb, feet together, hands together, and we salute. Lovely to see you. Hello, little cat. I'm just going to try to avoid getting savaged because this one can, she can be mild as milk and then properly attack. So let's open our stance, please, and very gently do a little warming. Let's do our vertical spiral exercise. And breathe. We are such suckers for cats. This little one came up and decided to sleep where my head should go, on the bed, and instead of shooing her off, we just moved over. They rule the roost. Okay, breathe, relax. Good, and let's change direction. Now this is Chen warm-up, and there are obvious differences between Chen and Master Lok Style, though Master Lok loves Chen style, and I think he practices quite a bit of Chen style himself. But you'll see there are differences. This is more the Taoist style that we're doing in our Master Lok Style class. So obviously when we're in Wuji, in Chen style, we encourage the feet to be together. Let's change direction, and now we do the horizontal circle or square. So yeah, Master Lok would have his heels together and his toes a little bit apart in Wuji. But something more big, a change between Chen and Lok Style is this twisting of the waist that you'll see that Master Lok keeps. Sometimes he will keep his lower body still and do a more obvious twist in the waist. There is spiraling and twisting in Chen style, but there is just that little bit more. So there is a sort of elastic connection between the above and below, the three harmonies. Let's change direction, please. Whereas in Chen style, it's that little bit more shoulders and hips are more connected. How do I say, less elastically. There's still that elasticity, but it's not quite so prominent. So I'd say there's definite influence from Bagua. If you look in Master Lok Style, he has brought everything he knows, not just his Tai Chi knowledge, but his internal martial arts, including Bagua, into his practice. And so there are definite differences. So we can pigeonhole. When we're doing Chen style, we're looking more at a sort of contained structure that's just slightly elastic, and Master Lok Style, which is exploiting the twisting of the waist, slightly more extreme. Okay, so let's go on to a little bit of movement of the legs. Hopefully you see what I'm talking about. But if not, don't worry, let it go over your head, and as you do the practice, it'll become clear at some stage. Change direction, please. Or maybe you'll disagree, in which case I'm happy to hear what your thoughts are. Good, and shake out without kicking a cat, and on the other side. Good, and change. Good, and a little shake out. Let's do a little bit of hip work. So we open and sit down and let each hip roll around in a circle. Keep the connection in your body. And change direction. This cat is hilarious. She takes up an entire room. She took an entire side of the bed last night. Very good. All right. So how do you feel today? Are you checking in with your body as you do these exercises and seeing how it feels? I'm going to do a little hip extension. What we could do is maybe take one of the Qigong exercises. Let's take something from the Subasa, the 18 step. It's called Dancing with Rainbows. Similar, we have been doing these extensions, remember last week with the giant lifting you up? So this time, similar but different, we're going to lift up, lengthen the spine, and then leaning into one hip, we open the opposite palm and look into the center of the palm to float up and to the other side. Now you may think, actually that's a bit like movement 6 in the 7 stars Qigong, and yes it is, but in the 7 stars you don't bow out to the side on your hip, you stay centered. Good. Last time. And lift up and relax. Relax down. Well done. Good. And a little shake out. Now I'd like to do a little bit of standing this morning with you. As I said before we started recording, Grandmaster Chen will be on our shores very soon, and it's a good idea to do a bit of standing in preparation before he comes. So let's have our feet just a little bit apart. So at this stage we're looking at Chen style, so we're not doing the open position of Master Lok. We're blending today, we're doing a little bit of Chen first. So we're going to lengthen up, please, through the top of the head, the chin slightly down and back, and lengthen those fingers gently down. Calming down. Let's release through belly, hips and knees, filling your right foot, stepping open with the left, shifting the weight, and check that your feet are level, shoulder width, symmetrical, comfortable. I always take a lot of time just measuring, checking, feeling, checking again. And then when I'm happy, I check posture and relax down through the body. Find all 10 fingers, gently lengthen them down. Float the hands forwards, feel for a connection, and gently float up to about level with your solar plexus. Very good. Let's gently lower the arms down. We're going to go straight in to our 7 stars in rotations. Find all 10 fingers, lengthen them down again. Ready, start. Movement 2. In rotation. And change direction. To center, absorb it in and higher level. Change. Ready for movement 3. We open. Check posture. Relax to center. Second round. And breathe and relax. Third round. Check posture. Relax to center. And release. Let's take our little bowl. Good, and we're going to begin our movement for the 4 directions. So I'll do it with you to the southeast. Walking up the spine, very gently rocking left and right on the center axis. Keep the chin down, lengthen through the top of the head as you walk up the neck vertebrae, and step and flip. Tiger to the west, Phoenix to the south. Snake to the north. Returning to center, turtle to the north. Fill your back, chin down, stretch your neck. Keep the arms curved in line with the feet and release. For movement 5, the 5 elements, gold. Water. Wood. Turning for fire. To the front for earth. Into our movement 6 harmonies. We're going to swing the arms under, step through, and this time we don't push out in the hip, we simply open the toe. And back the way we came up, step back right, swing. Arms up, step through, and open right. Keep turning, step left through for our martial flowers. Step, step. Let's keep going, step. If you can, if you have room, step. And now we step back. To the other side. You can step as much as you like if you have room. I don't have much room, so I'm going to go back. And return to center. Take a breath. And close. Now we move on to our martial to our 7 stars exercise. And we want to be to the back of our space to walk round in a circle. So we lengthen up through the top of the head, chin down and back, relax down through the body. Calming down, pointing your fingers down. And we scoop. Right hand under. Turn the ball and push your left heel out. Left hand towards the center of the circle. Release your right foot. And we take 8 steps, starting with the outside. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn in and release your left foot. Right hand towards the center. Off you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And rest. Take a breath. Point to the floor and close. Just take a moment, listen to your heartbeat, listen to your breath, listen to your body calming down. Good. And little heel tap. You can come out of your space. Well done. Well, as you might have noticed, I've got a line of lino here, and it's cold underfoot. I'm on barefoot, whereas our martial mats that they're sitting on are warm as anything. We had a guest over one time and we were all sitting on the floor, and she said, "Do you have underfloor heating?" I went, "No, we've just got martial arts mats. And they're insulating, they bounce the heat back into you. But lino doesn't." I think there is some warm lino that they're making now, but that's freezing cold. So I'm going to put some socks on, excuse me, while I do that. I'm wearing my night socks because I can't find my day socks here. That was very good. How did you get on? Okay, yeah, thumbs up, lovely. So this is the part of martial arts that is maybe a little bit alien to us in the West. We're quite instant gratification orientated in our culture, and once we think we've got something, we want to get the next challenge. But that's quite the opposite to the Asian or the Eastern way of doing things. But once you've got a form under your belt, that's only the beginning. That's where your practice starts. So then you can use that form for the rest of your life to hone your skills. And actually you'll realize the more you do the same thing, that you're never doing the same thing twice, that it's always a unique experience. It becomes a mindful path that you can walk and experience what it is to be here and now, and always the same. Just like a tree will blossom every year, but it will never blossom in quite the same way. So now we move on to the phoenix, and we're going to do both sides of the phoenix. And we're just going to go in flow and see how you get on. And then, well, if there's any questions that come up or any focus that you'd like to do, we can do that. If not, then we will move on to our immortals. Okay, so if you want a wee sip of water or anything, do that now. I might do that now myself. And then we are into the phoenix. So cheers. I'm drinking water that has been, not sure if filtered is the right word, but we've put sugilite, is it sugilite? Shungite crystals or stones in it. Cheers. Tastes okay. Shungite is a black stone that is made of carbon, same stuff as coal and diamonds, but it has a different chemical bonding. So it's in little football shaped bonds that they sweetly call buckyballs. And apparently they're very good to stop radiation and filter or clean water. So we're giving it a go. We've got these little black stones in the bottom of our water jug. Okay, so let us do our phoenix form on both sides. I'm dancing around the cat here, hope you don't mind. She seems perfectly happy in Tai Chi company. So let's begin. Heels together and toes a little bit apart. And we lengthen up. And relax down. Find all 10 fingers. And encourage them gently to the floor. Ready? Start. And if you need more space, take it. And we begin on the second side. We're not quite on screen, sorry. Keep going. Oops. Very good. Do you see what I mean? It's never the same twice because you're never the same twice. And yet, ironically, you're always the same. Your consciousness, that is really you, that is doing the Tai Chi, is always the same. But your body's never the same. You know, your heart rate's never the same. All the physical variables are always unique to every moment. And isn't that what makes life worth living, is the variety. If it was always exactly the same, what would be the point? But every time we do it is an opportunity to develop, to improve, to experience as if it's our very first taste and it's delicious. So, are there any questions or comments? No? Do you want to do it again? No? No? I'll shrug, okay. So let's do our immortals then, let's move on. So yeah, I'm finding my way with this lino. It probably won't be here next time you join us. It'll probably be in the corners, sliced up and put under plants and things. Because it's slippy and it's cold. It's slippy with socks. It's grippy without, and it's cold underfoot. So, but it's good for protecting the floor, so that's good. Okay, so let's have a look at the immortals now. We're just going to do it on one side. Let's do it relatively slowly in the first instant, and then we'll maybe do a second round a wee bit faster and freer and just see how you get on. Okay, let's give it a go. Immortals crossing the sea. Ready, start. turn to the back, right hand plucks. Step left, turn left, left hand plucks. Right hand opens, right hand plucks, left opens. Fishing toad. Keep circling. We want to keep the structure of the arms. Good. Now that's probably the speed I would do it for performance. It's maybe a little faster than I intended to there, but we got going. Any questions, comments? Yes. Is that a question? No. Okay. Okay. Now I realise not everyone has been doing this form much at all, so that was maybe quite quite a lot for you. It is a complex form, beautiful form, but it takes time. So let's do it again. We might actually get it done 3 times today. We'll see. We'll do it again and probably about the same pace again. And then maybe if we do it a 3rd time, we might go a little quicker. Try it with me. Okay. What I would say, if you're getting a bit lost with turns, leave them out. Just try and get the positioning, and it does no harm to come and just watch if you're not sure what's happening. Just let it kind of soak in for a minute. But try. Heels together, toes apart. Checking posture. Calming down. Ready, start. Step through, step back, relax. Pluck right, turn to the back, step to the side. Pluck left, turn to that arm. Pluck right, feed the weight back. And just give yourself a moment to calm. Returning to Wuji. And a little heel tap. Excellent, well done. I'll tell you what, lino's great for spinning. If you have dodgy joints, it's just, the trick is not to spin too hard on it or you'll go flying. Very well done. Okay, so just a word to the wise about speeding up. We did a form the other night. We were doing Chen style, Laoja, and I said to the group, let's just do it quicker and see what happens. We'll go a wee bit faster. And it was great fun, we enjoyed it. But what I noticed was there was the odd shortcut. And when I say shortcut, it was massive. You know, when a shortcut happened, it wasn't that, you know, just the end of a movement wasn't quite finished. It was just left out altogether. And that is something to be very, very careful about if you are playing with speed in your form. So you can do Tai Chi at any speed you like, but you have to show preparation, action, recovery, and rest in each movement. You have to do the full thing in full. So a rest might be, and then move on. It's a relax to center. So if you just leave out recovery and rest, or leave out a movement, that's no good. So you can only go as fast as you can complete each cycle of movement. Otherwise you're not doing Tai Chi anymore, or you're not giving it its due diligence, you know. So you can go as slow as you like also, but again, we need to keep the flow going. So if you are standing, we are standing still and we want to let go into that silence of external body. And when we are moving in form, we want to allow that flow to continue while our essence remains peaceful and floats inside. So it's yin and yang, yin and yang. So if you go slow, that's fine, you can go as slow as you like, but once you start to stop and start and stop and start, that is no longer Tai Chi in flow. So I have been warned in the past against going too slowly. Chen Yinjun, when he heard I was doing about half an hour for once through Laoja, he said that's too long. You should be doing it in 15 minutes. And I think 15 minutes for me is quite fast, really. About 20 minutes is comfortable. But I took what he meant. So I was trying to do each and every pose perfectly and, you know, getting my alignment and relaxing into it. And it was becoming a series of standing practices in each and every pose. And that was a bit much because it wasn't allowing the cumulative flow to enrich. It was stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. So it doesn't matter how fast you go, doesn't matter how slow you go, as long as you are holding up the important thing, which is the essence of what you're trying to do. So be careful about that. Yeah, we have about 6 minutes. Would you like to have a go going a bit quicker? I see one thumbs up. Yes, okay. So we'll go a bit quicker, but remember, not at the sacrifice to the choreography, not to the sacrifice of the essence of what we're doing. So let's see what happens. I don't often do it quickly, so let's see how it turns out. Okay, are we ready? Yeah. Calming down. And let's begin. Pluck, step to the side, pluck, turn, pluck back, relax, and less is more, gentle. We're going to jump. Good, just give yourself a moment, calm down. And heel tap. Well done. I'll look back at this video with interest and see what it looks like. I encourage people to video themselves doing their practice and send it in to me. And I won't share it, I promise, but I can give you constructive criticism or feedback. It's useful. I'm not charged for that. I know it's quite daunting to video yourself. And Master Chen does the same for his students. Anytime I want, I can video myself doing the form and send it in to him, and he gives me feedback, very detailed feedback, which is amazing. He's the only master I've ever known to do that. Online, you know, that he gives me that feedback, but I'd like to do the same for you, so if you want to, send it in for me. But also videoing yourself and just watching yourself, you can learn a lot. It is a little bit of an ego slap, to be honest, whenever you watch a video of yourself doing something, or certainly it is for me. I look at it and I go, seriously, is that what I look like? Because, you know, in our minds, we're doing it perfectly. And I see this in my husband's students and the children that he teaches. Sometimes the things that they're doing, it's bizarre, you know, they're kind of waffling their way through whatever they're doing. And I know in their heads they're doing it perfectly. They haven't made that connection that unless they put the effort in and really go for it, it's going to look a bit strange what they're doing. But if they videoed themselves or someone videoed them and said, look, that's what you look like, they go, really? I thought I looked like Bruce Lee. You know, and we can be the same. We can, in our heads, we know what it's meant to look like and we're doing our best. So if you're prepared for that wake-up call to what it actually looks like, it's a very useful training technique. Video yourself and watch it. You will see so many things you didn't realize you were doing and that you can fix easily. So it's not just about character decimation. You're not just looking and going, oh, well, I suck. No, it's not about that. You look at it and go, oh, I didn't realize that my shoulders were up. Oh, I didn't realize I was leaning forwards. Oh, I didn't realize I was holding tension in my thumb. There's lots of things that we can fix instantly just by realizing it's happening. On the other side, there's things that we'll look and we'll go, well, I can see I'm not doing it quite right, but I can't see why. And that has happened to me many times. And I think it is a question of not being able to see the wood for the trees. It's actually a lot easier to see somebody else and realize what they're doing wrong, their little deviations, than it is to look at yourself and see what you're doing wrong. So it is useful. If you want to send me in a video, I will honor your dignity and not do a character assassination on you, but I'll definitely help if I can. So if you don't fancy it, don't worry, it's understandable. I find using a mirror is great, but then coming from a dance background and a ballet background, we were used to using the mirrors all the time. And it was for that instant feedback. It's like, yep, it feels right. And then look at the mirror, does it look right? And if it does, great. And if it doesn't, then you stand a chance of adapting. But anyway, every practice, if we're doing it mindfully, if we're listening to our bodies, it's going to yield results. So whichever way you choose to do it, just keep practicing and enjoy your practice, and you will make improvement. So let's finish, please, with a little swing and a pat. And let's just say thank you to our legs. Give them a wee smack. Knees, lower legs, ankles and feet. And up the body again. Good, and over the shoulder. And back to center. And a shake out, and let's finish with our Bai Bing Shao, our wiggly, wobbly wrists, and our bouncing on our heels, and breathing. 100 ailments go away. Good, and relax down. Just for a moment, let's stand and enjoy all that energy. And let's scoop it up and bring it back home to center. Feel the touch of your hands, the warmth of your hands, flowing into your center, and feel your energy is stronger. Beautiful, well done. Thank you so much for joining me today, everyone. It's lovely to be back here with you in this space. and I look forward to seeing you next time.